my channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. I am proud mum to 2 adult children. Blossom, who doesn't live with us anymore, and Corey, who does. And I've got 2 dogs, Chip and Dow, who are down here eating and drinking and things, so you may hear them at some point. So my channel is a haul every Saturday. Occasionally I do things in between. So if you enjoy that sort of thing and you enjoy today's haul, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever you fancy. It all helps with the algorithm and helps boost my channel. So this week I shopped in Asda. I have a budget of £80 normally. We spent 44, and it wasn't until I actually spread it all out that I realised how strange the shop is. But it's not unusual for me to think that I have a strange shop. We did get some bargains. Haven't had a really good bargain for a long time, but I did manage to get a really good bargain. It wasn't something I was planning on getting, but that's the best way to do it. If you find something that you would normally buy, even if you're not in the market for it, if it's a really good deal, bulk buy on it. I did that last year with some pasta bakes, tuna pasta bakes that were reduced to 5p, and I think I bought 90 of them, some stupid amount, but we used to go through an awful lot every week, and I still have an awful lot left. So definitely worth stocking up if you get the opportunity. So I did stock up as much as I could. It was heavy products, so I actually couldn't get as many as I would have liked. I would have cleared the shelf if I had the opportunity, because I didn't used to do that, and why not? The next person would. Yeah, so our budget normally is £60. We've actually spent about 45. There are no like, I do need to stock up on a few like cleaning products and shampoos and things like that, but I actually think it would be cheaper going somewhere else. So I have a plan in mind of where I'm going to go for those, so maybe you'll get another haul during the week, possibly, if I can get down there and get those bits that I want to pick up. Yeah, everything was fine, the shop was fine. Stocks were a bit low, but I think it's mainly because we know that this weekend is the last warm weekend. Don't know when we're going to get warm again, but apparently we're going to go down to something like -8 and snow next week. Don't know how true that is. You know what the weather's like. One day it says one thing, the next day it says something else. So I think everyone's going nuts for this weekend. You know, get their barbecues out, get the ice creams and fresh fruits and salads and all that sort of stuff. So stocks were low, but I think that was the reason they were low, no other reason. Apart from that, everything's fine. So yeah, let's go on with the haul. There's not much fresh going on this week. I have a lot of salad going on, and I've been buying a lot of frozen vegetables and things, mainly for dog foods, because now I'm cooking dog foods. If you've not been here before, I may repeat myself for people that come regular. I might repeat myself just in case there's new viewers and they don't know what's going on. So actually I've got some lemons. These are your basic cheap ones. You usually get about 4. They're decent. You get a decent amount of juice out of these. They're 54p for those. And I do like my hot and cold waters with ginger and things like that. I do enjoy that. And I haven't had any for the past week or so. So thought we may go with some of that. Now I did see loads and loads of massive watermelons the other day, and I didn't pick it up at the time because I wasn't shopping. I was just looking for something else. So this is all I actually could get because they'd all sold. They had these massive boxes, none left. So everyone's going to be enjoying some watermelon. But I actually did have a lolly the other day, and I felt sorry for the dogs, and I thought, well, let's try a watermelon lolly or ice cube with a stick. I'm not sure where I'm going with it. I've not actually got any lolly makers, I don't think. But yeah, I just picked up one of these. Now these are, you can get 3 for £1 in these normally, and they do I think like apple, I think there's mango slices, pineapple slices and watermelon. I just went with the watermelon because I haven't researched a lot of fruits. I know a few bits, but I thought this should crush up quite well. I'll take the seeds out, crush this up. I'm going to make some iced something with these. I know there's not many there, but I'm only going to make small ones because, you know, you shouldn't give your dog too much iced food in one go anyway, because it takes their body temperature down. So I got that for that, and then I thought I'll do a couple of them with just the watermelon. Then I picked up some Greek yogurts. Now this is £1 and you get 4 individual containers, which I thought was good because usually you get your Greek yogurts come in a big pot, and I tend not like to, maybe I'll have a little bit and then I might not want any after that for a while. So individually pots really good, and these last till the April the 16th as well, so they've got some good life on them. And I thought we could do some Greek yogurt with the watermelon as well. So there's some creamy ones and not creamy ones, and then maybe I can test them, see which ones they like, and hopefully I'll remember to get the camera and record all of that as well. So this is sort of treats for the dog. Again, dogs should I say. Dogs again, they're having chicken every week just because this is the best deal I can find. If I can find some other like good lean meats, I will go with that as well, but for now they're just sticking with the chicken and they absolutely love it, so it's fine anyway. 182 still for 1.1 kilograms, and this will do about 4 days worth of meals, and they usually get about 2 portions out of it. I do give them more because they tend to be a little bit more hungry with these, or it's just because they enjoy it so much, I'm not sure. But they get about, yeah, so I guess we'd get like 16 then, isn't it? Yeah, for 2 dogs, about 2 portions each. So yeah, with the veggies I've actually picked up some new veggies as well. Milk, we're on 4 pints. It seems to be doing us. We used to be on 6 pints, but we're not getting through 6 pints. There's no point in buying it and then ending up having to get rid of any. So we're on 4 pints of semi-skimmed milk, and this is £1.15. My favourite, as usual, this is on a regular basis sitting here, 70p still. Instant coffee's very, very basic one, but it just goes down very well and I just really enjoy it. So, you know, there's no point in going more expensive, is there? Now, my spaghetti hoops, absolutely love the spaghetti hoops. They're not the cheapest version. You can get a cheaper version of Asda's own make. I've also tried like Heinz makes brands type things. This one I enjoy way, way more. 35p it was. Another one that's gone up. So we're at 38p. Still really, really good price. I picked up 2 of them just because I've eaten them all. I think Corey has some spaghetti on toast this week. Spaghetti on toast this week as well. I don't tend to get lots of extra tins, just a couple. I might need to at some point when I really figured out what I'm doing, like get some proper stocks going. Just picked up the one tuna this week. This is 59p for this one. This is their cheap own brand in brine. It's really, really good. I don't find like bones and scales and things like that in it, never have. So I would highly recommend this. I really don't think there's any need to go more expensive with this sort of thing, but that's just my opinion. And yes, if you're new here, I do shop on a Friday, but I don't haul until a Saturday. I have health conditions and it just makes it a little bit too tough for me to manage it all in one day. So sometimes things get cracked into. I did have beans on toast yesterday. I saw a picture on Facebook and I couldn't get it out of my head, so I had some beans on toast yesterday. Now these beans are the no added sugar ones. They are the slightly more expensive ones. Now I did used to get the really, really cheap beans. Can't remember the price. I think, don't quote me, I think they're about 24p. But the majority of the can is actually filled up with juice. So the ratio of beans to juice in these is way, way better. These are 35p normally, but if you get a packet of 4, you're getting it for £1, so you're saving money. And obviously tins last a good while anyway. 29p malt vinegar. Oh, we've just run out. These things last me ages. I'm the only one who has vinegar now. Blossom would eat vinegar when she lived with us, but Corey is not a vinegar person. So anything that's vinegar, you know, based, or, you know, pickled onions and all that sort of stuff is mainly just for me. So one of them would last me a long time. So this isn't something I really need to get backups for. Picked up some buns this week. I bought some burgers last week and I hadn't bought anything to go with the burgers, so I thought I'd pick these up. Corey still has some chicken burgers in the freezer as well, plus I have my fake meat burgers in the freezer. So we're going to have some burgers this week, and these are £1. These are supposed to be the big eats. Now I do remember these being bigger because they did used to fit Corey's chicken burgers, because Corey gets I get the bird's eye. That's the dog acting like I'm starving him because he's going to the bowl with no food in it, just in case you're wondering what the noise is. Yeah, he has quarter pounder chicken quarter pounders. They are big that way. You know, sometimes you get them really thick, but they're big that way. These used to fit perfectly, and I don't think they're going to anymore. So they're big eats and not as big as they used to be, but we're getting used to that. That's pretty normal now. Coconut oil. Now coconut oil is normally quite expensive. It doesn't say anywhere on here that it's organic, but it is pure coconut oil. I did check the ingredients just to make sure, and there is just coconut oil in this. I actually buy this normally for the dogs. So organic is better, apparently, according to all my research. Organic is better, but this is the same brand that they've been on for a long time. They have only a quarter of a spoonful in their food once a day. It helps. One of my dogs used to get like an upset stomach and he would get sick very regular. It got very bad in lockdowns, and vets would not see me, so I got very, very worried, did an awful lot of research, and this came up, and it has made such a difference. Now, if you do decide to do something like this and give it to your dogs, please do your research, and you do give a very, very small amount. You do have to build up a tolerance, otherwise you can give your dog a very bad upset stomach that would not be pleasant. Like I said, my dogs are small anyway, but they have a 1/4 of a teaspoon. I've never had to up it because that just does it, so I'm not going to. But this is £1.82, and I've actually seen a cake recipe that involves coconut oil. I do use different utensils, so it's like, you know, there won't be any dog meat or anything like that in this sort of thing. I use different utensils. I use human utensils to get the stuff out. So this is good for the dogs and for the humans, but I have seen a cake recipe, and thinking maybe making some cakes for the girls at work again, because it's still rough at work. But we will see. But £1.82 is a really, really good price for these. I did see in a different section they had one a little bit, slightly bit bigger, and it was like £7. So you do need to look around if you're after coconut oil. Now this is £1.50 at the moment for the Dairy triangles. They're normally £2 according to the sticker. And I actually bought these for the dogs. So again, I know a lot of this is dogs orientated. It's just a fluke that it's happened this way. So I saw this video. Oh my god, see, this is why my hauls take so long. I saw a video, somebody giving their dog something, and he started to choke on it, and he was really, really quick, and it freaked me out, thinking, when I go to work in the morning, I give my dogs a treat. Now, one of my dogs is a pig, and he always, you know, he's one of them dogs that he'll try and eat the thing whole, and then he's got to hack it up and all this sort of stuff. So I from seeing that video, I've had all these visions of him dying and I leave the door. So I did buy a lick mat for Christmas. Now, the lick mat, I bought liver paste, which are about £5 for a 70-gram tube. That's quite expensive, but I would buy it. Just had trouble getting hold of it this week, and I ran out. So somebody mentioned at work, I never thought of it before. Dairy triangles, one triangle split in half works brilliant on a lick mat. They absolutely loved it, and I did look at cheese again. This is just my research. You have to do your own as well. Don't ever rely on anybody for your research. But apparently a lot of dogs are lactose intolerant. It is more cottage cheese and hard cheese you need to be careful of. My dogs are fine, and yeah, this is great. So that's really, really cheap. I have bought them some more of their liver pâtés and stuff, but that will come up on another video at another time anyway. But that's a real bargain. Plus, I like to have these in the fridge anyway because I eat these. So that was a long one, and we've only got that for 65p. These two are, now this is like the Asda's own version of a Twix and the Asda's own version of a Mars bar. They are amazing. They are small, but I've done a size comparison to the originals. There's not enough in it to warrant paying the extra that you pay for those. These are really, really good. I really enjoy them. Corey really enjoys them. I wouldn't go back to the brand ones in these either. Now this is a massive treat thingy. It's just a fluke that me and Corey were talking about, some biscuits. It had to do with something completely different. But I remember having these the longest time ago. They've got to be this specific one. So it's the Fox's half-coated milk chocolate cookies. So you get your normal cookie, chocolate on the other side of it, but they're really, really thick. They're very luxurious. And I think these are about £1.60 for a packet normally, but they're on deal for £1. So I thought I'd get a packet for Corey and a packet for me. You don't get many in them. I think you get maybe about six. But it is very luxurious. It's not just your average, I'm just sitting down, have a cup of tea and not even going to pay attention to the biscuits I'm eating. These ones, oh my god, so good. And so excited about this. Do you see this? For people that have been here for a while, you will know that I used to buy 3 flavours. For the longest time, they only had the 2. They had the other one. They've got the lamb and chicken back. I was so excited. So I only bought 3 packets this week because I am trying to step up my dog food game a little bit further. I did want to pick up Chappie. Somebody did mention Chappie. Just so you know, I am looking for Chappie as as of right now, I was planning on buying a tin of that to try, but they only had the 6-pack now, and it was for like £5.50 for a 6-pack. I don't want to pay that sort of price if my dogs are not going to eat it. So I'm trying to find somewhere that they just sell the odd 1 can so I can try that out. So for now, I just picked one of each flavour. So that's the beef, the turkey and chicken, and the chicken and lamb, which is like so exciting. And these are 60p each. I needed to get some biscuits as well. Now, that's what you can hear my dog making out like he's so hungry. Now, during the day, I give wet meat in the evening or the wet dog food that I've made. During the day, they always have 2 types of biscuits out. Now, my dogs are not those sort of dogs. So I know some dogs you can't just leave food out because they just eat everything in sight. My dogs are not like that. I can leave the 2 dog biscuits out throughout the day. They may have a mouthful here and there, but that's about it. So it just makes me feel better knowing that if they're hungry, they can have something. So I do get 2 types. Now the other one that I got was Baker's, I think. So I did have a look and it worked at, no, was it Baker's? I can't remember now. Anyway, doesn't matter. The one I was looking at was £3.30 for 1 kilogram. I think it was Baker's. £3.30 for 1 kilogram. Then I saw this one and I was feeling it's hard, a little bit hard to figure out, but I think this is the same stuff. So these are the chunks, but they're the softer chunks. They're not the hard, crispy ones. And this is £4.40 for 2.5 kilograms. So this works out way, way better for your money. Now, I've never tried WAG before, so I don't know how this is going to go, but I thought we're saving a lot of money. It's worth giving it a go. I also found that, just a coincidence later on, I did find these as well. Now these are little dog treats. They are for dogs 8 weeks old plus. And again, they feel very soft and they're little tiny ones. Because I'm not trying not to give them the larger treats. Before I was buying the long sticks, I'm either I'm trying to break them down or get smaller ones, because one of the dogs, he's being a pig at the moment and he's trying to eat things whole. So I'm trying to give them smaller things. This is £1 at the moment. And this is the chicken liver and gravy one. They did have about 3 or 4 different types, and I was sure I was going to remember why, because if I don't write it down, I don't remember anything. But yeah, there's a load of different flavours in these as well. A random washing line. I was sitting in the garden, actually in some sun, and realised my line's not up anymore. I think it had, I don't know, got through the plastic and rusted and fell off or something. So I needed a new washing line, and this was £1.50. Now this is the big bargain. This was more than one trip. I did pick up some on the way home from work, and then later on when I went shopping with my trolley, I filled my trolley up. So as you know, if you've been here before, these are my favourite lemonade. If I'm going to go for lemonade, I will always go for this. This is the Asda's own cheap, cheerful type one. But it's you can get 2 types of lemonades. You can get the ones that are more lemony and the ones that are more sweet. These are the more lemony ones. And they're 17p normally, but they're 10p. Now, I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling they're not going to be making this cheap one anymore, because when I was in there a while back, I remember thinking, they haven't got the space. They usually have a very specific section for these, because they're the cheap ones. They sell out quicker. They keep a whole section in my local Asda, and it's not there anymore, and they've replaced it with the more expensive lemonade, and now finding this cheaper, I feel like that's what's going on. So these are 17p normally, and I paid 10p. So that's the reason I went nuts on them. I do like, it's the brand I would buy anyway. So we picked up 11 of them. And I would have bought more, but I didn't see them restock the shelf. So, I mean, I will pop in there and take another look and pick up just one or two, whatever I can carry, random ones anytime I can. Because these would be lovely in the summer with, like, you know, nice tall glass of lemonade with a bit of fruit in. Very nice. Crisps this week, again, we've still not used the Asda's own crisps that I normally buy. So they're still sitting in the hallway. These are on a deal at the moment. They're 3 for £3.50, or they're £1.75 each. So I picked up 2 of the salted salt and vinegar. Yep, Corey got into those ones. And the salt and vinegar, ready salted, and cheddar and onion, because we both really enjoy those. Corey's pizza that he had last night before he went to work. This is £1.30 for the barbecue chicken. They do a number of a few of these flavours. They do a spicy one as well, which I've not tried Corey on yet. But if you like thick base, you can get pizzas for 90p. Just Corey prefers the thin base, which is typical, more expensive. 85p for a chicken hot pot. Corey just likes to have his ready meals in. I got myself some sausage patties. They weren't on a deal. You only get 4. These are the corn ones, so they're not meat ones, and they're £2.20, which is quite expensive. But Corey has been treating me to some sausage and pancakes on a Saturday. He brings it home from work from McDonald's and I've really been enjoying it. So I thought I could make my own if I wanted some during the week. Baked potatoes, you know, it's lazy, but I've not been buying potatoes particularly at the moment, so there's no point in buying them if they're just going to go off. These can sit in the freezer and I can just have them whenever I want, and these are £2 at the moment. Corey loves his chicken dippers. Oh, we have a shine going on here. Now, you do need to be careful because there's a couple in this packaging. You know, it's got the big red on it and it's got the black on it and everything. But the other one is 600 grams for £3. Now, this one is 1.275 grams for £3.75. So you're getting more food for your money with this one. I think the difference is the other one is breaded, I believe, and this one is battered. But there may be more to it because I just didn't look after I saw it was cheap, more expensive. Green beans, 75p for this big packet. This is to go in dog foods. I have not tried them with green beans yet, so I've bought a couple of new things. I'm going to try one with each meal just in case they don't like it or there's a reaction. I'll know that that's not a good food for them. So we bought some green beans for them. And I was looking for pumpkin. Somebody mentioned pumpkin they give to their dog. I think maybe it's just not a thing in England because I don't remember seeing pumpkin. I thought maybe in the freezer section I might. It's only really at Halloween I think we can get it in England. But I did pick up some sweet potato chunks. These were £1.30 I think. I think it probably would have been cheaper getting it fresh because you could get a big bag for 99p. But I was at that point in the shop when I wasn't going back. So that will be in a different meal. So we've got a good selection of veggies. So the only thing that I actually didn't get that I should have got would have been kidney beans. But I did buy an extra tin the other week. So I know I've got enough for this week. So when I do the dogs, that's for the dogs' food. They do need to have fibre in their meals. But I did look into it and it might be better. I might be better off getting some dried beans. So I'm just going to have a look around town to see where the best place is. Something to do with salt content in the tins. It's okay because I always give it a good rinse out and stuff, but you know, if we make anything healthy we're going to go with that. Yeah, so that was it. A lot of dog things this week went on. I do have a lot of stocks for me, like I said, like my food. I have a lot of fresh like salads and things, and I did get such a good deal this week. I was walking past my local Poundland and they have freezers and fridge sections that they've never had before, and I went and looked at the fridge section and was about to, I don't really want to look in the pound store, I want to go home. But then one of those little reduced stickers pulled me over, and it was a cheese salad from 1.25 to 25p. So I picked up 2. She scanned it. I don't know what she did. It was the manager's store and it came up at like 33p for 2 of them. So even better. So I actually made a salad sandwich with it. I took the pasta out because not pasta salad is okay, but I didn't really want it. I didn't know it was in there. I thought it was just the cheese salad, and I had that in a sandwich. And then Dale helped me with the pasta because it's just pasta and mayonnaise, and that's okay for them. Chip didn't, that wasn't me excluding Chip. Chip's fussy and he didn't want any. Yeah, really enjoyed that. So like I do things like that during the week if I see like a little deal like that, and I'll have that for my dinner. So I don't really get through so much when I'm doing stuff like that, and I have the fresh salads that Corey doesn't touch. So I didn't really need to stock up on anything for me. The freezer bits are mainly for Corey. Like, you know, the sausage patties that I've got for me will last probably a few weeks. So I still have quite a few weeks of things that I've been buying in the past. So that's why it felt like a weird shop. Plus all the fizzy wasn't something I would normally buy. I hope you enjoyed this week's haul. I'm really going to shut up now because I'm getting on my own nerves. I'm going to go. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Make the most of the weather if you're in England. The sun is out. Make the most of it. Tomorrow I think is going to be okay. Fingers crossed. And then I think we're going downhill. Apparently, yeah, -8 and snow, I've been told. So I feel like I said that before, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going. Have a lovely day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.